So welcome guys, hello and welcome to our day 3 stream of the Catana Gaming Rainbow Six Siege tournament. So in today's match we have Constant Esports versus Tilt Esports. They are the top two teams of our league table as of now, and looks like they'll be proceeding to the finals. This match will primarily decide who places first and second in the table. So I am Lalit and I'm joined by my co-host Dharav right now. So Dharav,
Hey guys. So the map picked today is Border and Tilt Esports is on the attack. And now we'll be moving on to the ban phase.
yeah. So we saw these teams. Both teams played on Clubhouse yesterday, right?
That's right.
We seem to have a problem with Tilt Esports player Exterminator right there. Let's hope he rejoins. Otherwise, they can call for a rehost definitely, and maybe it's just banter there between the teammates. Massive, and Exterminator has returned thankfully. So the first ban of today on Constant side is Thatcher. What do you think of a Thatcher ban on board, Dharav?
I think Thatcher's a pretty. It depends on the style of play, and if you want to ban Thatcher, that means you really don't want that wall being opened, and banning Thatcher can really resist or slow down the attacker's movements as their entry point gets limited.
So,
But
I mean, if
they
they're banning...
can.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So, I mean, they can, instead of using Thatcher, there are different methods to open a wall otherwise, but since Thatcher's the fastest, I mean, you get what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there is Kali there. You can definitely use Zofia concussion mines or anything like that, but yeah, I see. I know what you mean. So, Echo ban, pretty standard. Valk also, utility of information on the map with the help of cameras or pings. Definitely impact your play, especially in a game like Rainbow Six Siege. And yeah, those two are pretty standard bans for any map. I'd see these bans every day, probably in like Consulate or any other Pro League map for that matter.
Correct. So, Echo, most definitely. Valk, on specific maps, this could be one, but I am sort of unsure about Capita. Again, as I mentioned before, it depends on the gameplay.
Although,
And as you mentioned,
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. So I mean, maybe Tilt Esports has seen constant play of Capta once in a while. Like maybe one of their key members have played in a few matches, or maybe they found that to be a very annoying op to deal with. He does have a lot of util with fires and like fire darts and smokes.
True.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
I saw a 6 pick from Kali to Zofia. I mean, it's certain that it's going to be on 2F Armory, but I am just having trouble to recognize the gameplay. Probably, I think they're going to use Maverick to open up the wall, along with Hibana over there.
Like Maverick Hibana is like a certain way you can open up an entire wall even better than a thermite. But again, depends how fast you can get that wall open.
5 seconds left
True.
before insertion.
And talking about fast hard breachers, we've seen the operator reveal yesterday.
Locate a bomb and defuse.
Absolutely. And in my opinion, it is extremely exciting. The new attacker Ace, he sure has an interesting ability,
Yeah.
and his gadget is it works. It's like it opens this reinforcement about the size, which is more than Hibana's, but smaller than termites.
Yeah. But it's like a multiple charge thing, so it can work to. It's a very advantageous hard breacher. It's very fast. Also compared to the two, you don't even you get the distance you get with Hibana, and you get the size you want with Thatcher.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been
You mean
dropped.
termite?
Attackers
I mean,
have
yeah,
recovered
I'm
the
sorry,
diffuser.
thermite.
Yeah. So, absolutely, it's a deployable.
So we see Mozzie just capturing a drone there, denying till that droning opportunity. Shadowing,
The
the
first
captain, just
few-
takes a few quick peeks, gets rid of those two cameras on that east side.
I think he was just trying to analyze the situation and see how the defense is laid out towards the alley and that 90 angle along with the CCTV. So a standard deployable shield over there. We've seen it before by Constant Esports. Nothing new from there.
But two players from Constant have like under 25 HP.
There's the first kill for Shadowbean for Tilt Esports. With Mello been taken out. Sean left with almost 5 HP, probably less than that.
You can see some exchange of fire here and there. So attacking side isn't really droning out a lot right now, I'm guessing, because I see a lot of them pushing onto side early. It's not really early on into the round, but it's still they're pushing onto the side fast at this moment. But
There's a double kill for Shadowbean and he's already near the site. A quick kill from the east stairs by Smoke Dev.
And CS is down to the last man to smoke, and he's down to his last headshot. Trying to deny them from 1F, trying that vertical play. But as you can see, Nexus, who's playing Burma right now, is down but not out. So it's all up to Sean, the team captain, to handle the situation from here.
I think he should have left the last canister for the denial of the plant.
True. So Bot Unknown just having some fun there, killing Nexus with his impact play. It's with Zofia. But nope, Tilt Esports wins this round. And it was
Not
well
much Sean could
managed.
do in that situation.
Yeah. Sean couldn't do a lot, and it was well managed by Tilt Esports. Shadowman with a
Absolutely.
triple kill in that round.
I think it was essential for his waypoint into the site. And that's what the defenders didn't expect. Even though we had Raxan on Jaeger last round, he didn't see Maverick coming, he just heard it, but was a little stunned by his quick and sudden movement. We're seeing Mira being picked. I think it's... I would have expected them, if they're picking Mira, they could have gone on 2F, maybe try out another new strat, but they're picking ventilation.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs
Let's see how
as
it
they
turns
can.
out for them.
But on the attacking side, they have pretty much the same lineup: Maverick, Ivana, Zofia, Jing too. We've seen Tilt use Jing very well to push onto site in those last few seconds, or even like get the roamers off guard.
I think their lineup is pretty solid as of now.
They have no real need to change it as of now.
Absolutely, I think it's like a very universal or versatile lineup.
Attackers are
We're having
moving to
Nexus,
defuse the bomb.
Castle Barricade the 2F. I think Nexus can really do some... Ignite has a resistance. A lot of 2F activity.
We can see Castle setting up some barricades, supporting to open up certain parts of walls, and I think he's going to use that mirror to his advantage there. There's only one person on site as of now, and
Will may just take that opportunity to run right into the site, but let's see how they approach the situation.
but
I mean,
Madura-
we've seen Constant play a lot, but I don't think we've seen them play this way, where majority of the players are on 2F. And I think Tilt is going to fall into the trap and going straight to the 2F.
maybe they should drone it out first. I mean, if they notice that there's only one person on site, they could actually just abandon 2F entirely and go for that 1F push directly.
I
to
mean,
the
I
site.
don't think I mean, in this situation, I don't think they must have realized.
Yeah.
They must have just seen the mirror over there and seen that. Okay, this is how we should push. Clear out 2F first and then go to site.
We can hear the Nomad air jab and
Bomb located by attackers.
so we have
Attackers
bot
recovered the
unknown
diffuser.
team killing
Attackers
exterminator.
dropped the diffuser.
I don't know what happened there.
That's unfortunate.
So we see one of the players try. Yeah, we see Sean playing Vamai, who's vertically above the side, and Zofia throws an impact nade at him.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
I think Shadoween has realized that the site is pretty much clear, but we still have Dhanu on the hatch. A little problematic since Hibana is working on the mirror.
But right now it's the round looks like it's in Constant's advantage. And they have 5 players and 45 seconds left. And as I say that, they're down to 1. And the defenders win round 2. Constant Esports don't let Tilt Esports get another round on them. So do you think we'll see some changes in the operator picks? Since they're going 2F again?
I don't think so. They might just. Oh, I'm seeing a Twitch being picked. And I don't think they're going for a 6. Oh, as I suspect. Okay, yeah. So they are going for a Twitch 6 pick. Maverick.
So, what do you think of
Attackers need to locate
the
and
teams
defuse
not
bomb.
banning like someone like Kaid or Bandit in this map?
I mean, okay, so I get where you're coming from, but as you move higher up, I mean, opening that one armory wall isn't too essential. It's not what your entire gameplay depends on after a point. So, even though, like, if you must have seen that Tilt is not working too hard on opening up that one wall unless very necessary. If they have no other push remaining, I think that's when they'll go for the wall over there.
Yeah.
Attackers' objective is to locate
So
a
I'm
bomb
seeing
and
a
defuse
pretty
it.
balanced layout by Constant Esports right now. They're taking a well control over of the CCTV and still keeping in mind that there might be a 1F push from the main stairs.
I mean, we can see Shadowing and Exterminator trying to push that armory window side. No, I'm mistaken. They're not gonna do that. They're going towards the office exactly right now and droning out the east stairs.
I think Shadowbeen is following his standard protocol, playing by the books that he's, practicing trained by. While we'll be having Mellow holding offices. I think I'm seeing a very balanced play by Constant Esports. They're having a good control over the site.
Mello hears a barricade break and he tries to just keep the attacker right there. But no one's there on the receive again.
So as you see, like, Shadowbeen is focusing more on opening up the office's reinforcement than the main armory reinforcement.
Yeah, a push from the backside could actually affect Constant Esports play at this point. But opening, he's getting hit by 2 different things: dogs, bullets, and the electric claw right there. Drone coming in, spots are docked right there. So I don't know if Mello would want to stay in that location anymore, but he does.
I think it's honestly, I will feel Mello's position is very essential at this point because he's the one which is going to resist the attacker's push, waste their time. So I think he's doing a good job at the moment because as long as he can waste the time, he's doing a good job.
And he
And I
does
think he
manage
gets
to
the
get a
first kill.
frag also. And two right there for Melo. And Danu also takes double. So it's only Equator left for Tilt Esports. They did get the first flag of the round, but it doesn't look like they can push this time.
Extremely well played by Melo and Dhanu over there. Igniter in a bit of a pickle over here. He doesn't exactly know where he can expect runouts from, or
I mean, you see Dog trying to sneak that long angle
15
with his
seconds to
ACOG.
go.
15 seconds left, and Ned has
10
to like
seconds to go.
push in, or that's the end of the game for yeah. That's
yep.
round
And Johnson takes it round. Melo with his third kill of the round. Extremely well done.
He dealt well with that pressure. He was under a lot of pressure from that office wall, and he dealt with both the attackers there, and one entering from CCTV, and also managed to get that final kill. So well played on Melo's part.
Exactly. So incredible and very respectable trigger discipline over there. He didn't really go for the office reinforcement attacker first, which was Maverick. He went for the CCTV push, and that was a very wise decision. Otherwise, he would not have been alive in the game.
But that kill he got on Nomad, where her air jab line of sight was visible. That was just unfortunate for Nomad, I think.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
guess.
bombs as they can. Bomb located by attackers.
So we see constant defending and customs destroy. And again, Mira going to set up her mirrors on 2F, Armory, and I'm taking one that they did this thing
10 seconds
put a
left.
lot of defenders onto that 2F site,
5 seconds
not
left.
site exactly, 2F in general when they were playing 1F, and it did
Attackers are
work to
moving
their
to defuse
advantage.
the bomb.
So do you think we'll expect something similar?
We could actually. I mean, as you said, Mira focusing on offices. I think she's gonna hold the long alley facing the easters.
Yeah.
That's a team
Another
kill.
team kill. What's going on? Like, was that a mistake or is there a problem right there? I just hope everything's fine. Because starting the round off with a 4v5, whether it's to a team kill or a spawn pick, it's not good. It doesn't look good for any team. So we see Exterminator pushing towards the east entrance, but he rethinks his strategy and he's checking CCTV right now.
Shadowin quickly gets his first kill.
So thankfully they get it back to 4v4. So we can see Melo and who's this Nexus
The
holding
attacker's bomb diffuser has
CCTV
been dropped. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
security, and we have two attackers pushing that location too.
I think Melo's doing a great job at resisting the attackers. He's wasted a lot of time, which is practically the main idea over here of being on 2F.
So that deployable shield and the Jaeger ADS plays perfectly to
Attackers
the
dropped the
defender's
diffuser.
advantage. Raxan gets
Exactly.
two
Diffuser
kills right there.
discovered.
Incredible double kill for Raxan. We have one disconnect from
Constant side. 3v1, but bot unknown. He is Jackal, he can track out the opponents and somehow manage something right here. Bot unknown has played well in previous occasions. Let's see how he fares like in this time. So 40 seconds, about 40 seconds left. Mira still holding that long angle near the 90 from I think not. He might have moved.
I think Mira might be holding that, but she's still has a diffuser, so I don't think there's no reason to not stay in an armory. I'm sorry, CCTV.
So again, Constant Esports doing a good job at like denying the attackers' entrance and
15 seconds to
wasting a
go.
lot of time in this process.
I think we're gonna
seconds
look
to
at
go.
another constant silence round.
Bot Unknown does manage to get one kill,
5 seconds
but
left.
he's quickly taken out, equalized, and Mello gets that final frag of the round once again.
Extremely well played by Mello, both the rounds.
Consistency is key, wouldn't you say? Like, and like when if one player is not playing that well or is having issues, like we can see for Constant where one player is disconnected, they haven't requested for a rehost as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know. But looks like they're managing and they're holding their ground pretty well, even with one man down.
Absolutely.
We just hope that this thing Tilt Esports can take advantage of the situation and not team kill anyone this round. Okay, so Nexus has requested for a rehost, and we will rehost this time.
Please stay
Attackers need to
tuned. We'll
locate
be
and
right back.
defuse as many
Welcome back, and we apologize for the delay. Thank you for staying, and we're back after the rehost.
So yeah, we're back after the rehost. Coastal 3-1 bans are in play, and everything's the same. Let's see if who was it that disconnected last time? Dano. Yeah. Let's see if Tilt can get a comeback. They have 2 more rounds where they're attacking, and they can equalize the score maybe. So bot unknown switching from Ash to Fuse, an interesting pick. Fuse not a common pick in ranked or pro league, I'd say. What's your view about this, Taraf?
I am a little shocked.
Shocked, surprised.
Yeah, I have not seen Fuse in a long time, to be very honest.
Do you think they thought it would be a different site? Do you think they expected it to be, I don't know. I have no idea, but I don't know what goes into your mind to like just change from Ash to Fuse. Probably the ACOG.
It could be, but I'm pretty sure whatever decision they've taken, they've thought about it beforehand, and I really hope they can execute it well.
True.
Pull off something, I hope.
But yeah, they could also be taking this more relaxed since these two teams are the top 2 teams of our league table so far, and whether win or lose, they will be proceeding to the finals. So this game can be seen as a sort of a warm-up or friendly kind of thing. And we can see Ubisoft servers taking a, I don't know, just messing with everyone as they do once in a while. Can we get some F's in the chat for the UB servers?
This may take a while, to be very honest.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
So the defenders have taken ventilation.
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
So ventilation workshop, so if you hold that hatch right on 2F, so in Harmony I think it's a really good side to hold for the attacker, I mean defender. But also if you're holding that hatch, I think you need to really have someone else looking at your acquisition clock. So this thing archives and gets you
Attackers are heading out
and you don't even know.
Reloading!
True, I think Mello is pulling out the same strats as he did while holding 1F the last round.
Tactically place new jammer there in case a drone comes up or they have a twitch, but they don't, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I mean, essentially it could be for the mirror. So potentially, based on the operator pick, maybe Maverick or Igniter could blow up the mirror wall. I think that's why they've placed mutes, and I think I'm not too surprised with Mute's position of the mute jammers.
So we can see that early into the round we have Shadowween pushing in to the server room, and
That is the first kill for Continue Sports.
yeah, so we don't get to see that special fuse play we were expecting. I'd like to see what he would have done if he survived the round.
That is true. Maybe it was just a mistake, who knows.
I don't really think you can 6-pick by mistake, Taraf. I mean, it's a very rare case.
I mean, I hope so.
So Smoke Dev is also right outside side and like towards bathroom. And as you can see, we have Shadowweed and Exterminator pushing to clear out 2F, but Dano gets exterminated really good. And he tries getting Ignitor with another team
Attackers
kill.
dropped the
This is like
diffuser.
the third team kill for Tilt Esports, and honestly, I don't know what's going on. Miscommunications, popping the heads into the way of the bullets. I don't know, but whatever it is, it's not good because Constant Esports wins another round.
I think their their control of 2F is extraordinary, and Tilt Esports is having a tough time to crack the code as to how they can approach that situation. They can the beauty of holding 2F the way Constant Esports are holding is that even though they're having active control of 2F, they still have the passive intel on what's going on the site or 1F, since they've broken any soft floor which is right above the site, and which is a pretty wise decision by Constant Esports since they're executing it amazingly.
Yeah,
Defenders,
definitely.
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
We're seeing Lion.
Yeah, Lion and the TV.
I think
I mean,
this
you
might
can't-
have been around.
I mean, you can't predict a rush as such, but like, I mean, it's always a possibility. You know, if you have these two ops, they are.
Absolutely. I mean, this might be the answer to the main problem that they're facing at the moment.
10 seconds to go.
It might just be the key element that Tilt was lacking
5 seconds
lacking so
remaining.
far.
But
Attackers must
what do you think?
locate.
It's the last round, constantly
Attackers have dropped the
defending,
bomb.
and do you think
Attackers
they
have
can
recovered
hold
their
their ground and do a good job at defending and winning 5 rounds, or do you think Tilt will make a small comeback?
I think Constant Esports has a very aggressive style of defense. I've seen this one deployable shield in near the 90s, the main hallway, and that actually poses an incredible threat to the attackers. So if that can be taken out of the way, and sites like the CCTV, once these sites which are adjacent to the main site can be cleared, I think it's going to be a cake job for them.
So we have Maestro holding in the security room, and the Armory Locker side is taken care of by Diego. Raxan has done a good job playing Diego till now, has stopped some flashbangs and smoke grenades from coming in,
There's a first kill for Nano from Constant Esports.
and Raxan takes a quick second. So Smoke Dev, we saw him in the first game they played. I think it was against RADIOACTIVE, if I'm not wrong. They did win that match, and Smoke Dev secured a well-played ace in that match. Ignito with a nice one-tap right there, expecting an attacker peeking him there.
Bot unknown deployed her first call, so I think that may have given off some intel as to where the defenders are placed.
Maestro
Yeah,
just
Bot
reloaded.
unknown knows exactly there's a defender in CCTV which needs to be cleared out first, but he gets taken out before that.
He's still not out. He can be revived, and he is. Jaeger tries securing Robinson, but
The
he's not
attacker's bomb
able to do it.
has been dropped. Defender
Or
is exposed.
Like exchange there, and we just see Mello getting
An
quick
incredible double kill.
Yeah, a double kill there. No, KB, who was already on 25 HP, and Nomad was also in a tight spot looking at security, so they couldn't have expected that run out. So
I mean, Melo did not leave that opportunity, which was a very commendable job by him. And we'll be moving on to the switching of sides, and let's see how Tilt Esports goes about defending on border.
So, by the looks of it, by the way, Constant Esports play like they make it look like easily defendable side, even though they're defending very aggressively, I'd say.
Definitely, I mean, they really had to take care of multiple variables at the same time,
Defenders,
and they
protect your
juggled it
bombs from being
incredibly.
defused by
Must say.
attackers.
I mean, we're seeing a slightly different lineup from Constant Esports. We have Dhanu, which will primarily be stopping flanks, which is, I think it's nothing to be surprised about. Sean on the aggressive Ash play, I think he's going to be taking care of
10
the
seconds to
frags.
go.
I'm assuming so.
So,
5
this
seconds
thing,
remaining.
we saw that armory wall not completely reinforced most of the times by
Attackers are moving out to
contact.
locate a bomb and
And
defuse
rather
it.
secure that office wall. And do you think Tilt Esports would like to take the page out of Constant's book and try to save track?
I mean, it's solely dependent on how Tilt can actually manage it. If the beauty of Constant's defense was that they could hold the the armory wall without having it reinforced, and that's the key element. You only need to reinforce it if you can't take care of that ankle, but they could, and they did very well, in fact. So if Tilt can, reciprocate the same thing, I think it shouldn't be a problem.
Come on, step on the tracks.
So we see Danu playing Gridlock. He has played Gridlock in the previous tournament. We saw him play very well with Gridlock actually. And Waterlone is holding security as Bandit.
Yeah, I mean, I think Danu can really pick out his key flanks and stop those by his tracks very efficiently, I must. And that's what he's done by blocking the office entrance. And Melo gets the first kill for the round. About
direct-
halfway into the round, that is.
Yeah. And great headshot on the and Melo is down. Waterlone gets Melo quickly.
A quick refrag by him. And
We can see
Smoke
that
gets taken down.
Sean gets Exterminator while Smoke Dev is down, and Shadowween and Waterlone are the only two players left for them.
Defender is
Raxon
approaching
just
a kill
quickly
zone.
secures that kill, putting Waterlone as the last man. Constant win
Sean
that round.
pretty much saw Jaeger's run out and took care of it instantly, and Nexus takes the last frag.
So, Constant's winning 6-1. It's round 8. Any chance for or winning round or 2 maybe? Do you suspect that they'll actually try to counter their strats and try coming up with an alternate solution to their problems, or do you think they'll just play, I don't know, go with the same approach?
I mean,
They have picked Armory again.
and their sixth pick from Lesion to Ella, which was Shadowween's previous choice before Lesion. So I think the way this is what I'm presuming, that Tilt Esports has read the situation in such a way that they really want to stop the instant rush by Constant, because they think it's the element of surprise can be taken out, and I think it can be done by Ella. We're having Cade, which can be useful for the main armory wall. I think that there'll be at least one angle less to worry about.
So I suspect Cade throwing his electro flow onto the office wall and the armory wall, because you don't really see a lot of traction from Constant trying to push onto the armory wall. but the office wall is important.
5
So
seconds to insertion.
if he electrifies that wall there,
Attackers
that's
are
two
moving out to
angles
locate a
they don't
bomb and
need to
defuse
really care about for a while until they start like opening it up.
Here's a memento.
They
That
do
is
have
true.
they have Thermite, they have Zofia and IQ too, so they can somehow manage this thing. Uh, oh, they can manage to open the wall, but Waterloo hasn't deployed his Electroclaw yet. He's just
I think
he's just electrified
Yeah.
that armory wall.
he might be waiting for the right instance, I'm assuming.
Maybe he plans on tricking. Tricking with the Electroclaw
Maybe.
can be tricky though.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a lot harder, and you have to time the activation of the electrical very precisely. So Raxan has actually spotted defenders on the other side of the wall. It may be troublesome for him.
Danu gets the first kill of the round on Exterminator.
A bomb has been located.
Repulsion device planted.
A quick air jab on the armory entrance.
Repulsion device
And another one on the rotation made in server.
I think it's a wise call by Danu. He is not wanting any flank from CCTV, which is wise since a lot of frags actually happen from that area. And the only thing they need to worry about is offices, which I'm assuming they will soon figure out that CCTV is more or less not to. I mean, it is handled, but offices could be a viable push.
That is, if they get that office wall open, then it's definitely in their favor.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, also they can try a push, but once again, I'm just saying, if you get that one wall open, it's game over almost. Thermite very closely with that armory wall, and he does manage to get it. Mellow rappling and trying to get that scenario, and he does get mute. Smoke there, who was playing mute this round, ends up dying, and
I think once you clear like one or two defenders from Armory, it can be a viable push. And Shadowbean quickly refrags for Sean.
he didn't see that hole made in the server room, and that's a frag.
15
For
seconds
constant.
remaining.
Mellow with a double kill in this round.
Drop the diffuser.
We
Attackers
see,
have recovered their diffuser.
he does down one at the
Seconds to go.
C4, I think.
Attackers
Two
have
people are
located a
down.
bomb.
Kite can
5
actually
seconds
bring this round
remaining.
back, because if they don't plant, but they are going to stick the plant.
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
The
And-
vertical play is really essential in this case. And
But-
now Carlton Esports is now up to 3 attackers.
I think Kite should have pushed on earlier and denied that plant, even if it almost cost his life. I mean, because with this ACOG, it's really hard trying to peek that angle. Small window, the attackers are definitely looking.
Nice try by Bottonon, but Raxan secures the last kill.
And Constant Esports take match point. They have won this round and they will finish first on our league table, and both teams will proceed to the finals.
With this, we come to the end of the first match.
And
Stay tuned as we get on with the second match of match day 3.
so we see good frags from all the players there. Mellow with 7, and yeah, it was a good match. We'll see you guys in about half an hour for the second match. So welcome back, guys, and we're into the last match of the league stages of our tournament. To those who are joining us right now, this is match 6, or as we'd like to call day 3, match 2 between Radioactive Monkeys and Team Mystique. Also the last match of our league stages, as mentioned before. Yeah, so Radioactive Monkeys and Team Mystique had the map bans, and the final map voted on was Consulate. Consulate is a map Radioactive Monkeys I think have played before within the tournament, and they have picked to attack first. So I think it's a choice they're comfortable with, and it's something they feel that they can do better on this map at least. So for those of you who don't know, I am Lalit, and I'm followed. Yeah, that's Anuraj, my co-host. So, what do you think of the operator ban still now, Anuraj? Valve standard ban for a Consulate.
Yeah, Valk, Nomad, Thatcher, yeah, we've all seen this before, obviously. RM in the first match against Tilt Esports, if I'm not wrong,
Yeah,
they did ban Thatcher.
and I
I
think
think-
Valk was also banned in that same
Yeah.
match.
So yeah, I think they're going for the stream strat they used against Tilt, but unfortunately it did not work for them. Tilt won the match in the end, so I really hope they can change things in this match.
So, a guide ban to just like not allow people to open up that. To actually rectify that garage wall. Pretty strong holding point, if you ask me, or even the 2F wall towards yellow stairs.
Yeah. So yeah, we see the 6 picks going on from Zofia to Jackal and Ella to Legion. I mean, Jackal was pretty strong before his nerf. I mean, I used to see Jackal
Attackers
banned
need
all
to
the time in
locate
rank
and defuse
matches
bombs.
and even Pro League sometimes. But after the nerf, he was like really not that good. Actually, it was sort of an alibi sort of scam. I mean, yeah. So it was nerfed quite a bit.
So we're into the first round of the match, and we see that they picked 2F. 2F, I'd say, is a good point to like defend for the first round. It's a pretty common choice for most teams to go.
Yeah, I mean, other
Attackers
teams
have
also
discovered the
prefer
location
basement,
of a
but
bomb.
it's, like, based
10
on the
seconds
stat,
remaining.
obviously.
So
5 seconds left
we
before
can see
insertion.
if you've been following us throughout this tournament,
Attackers
you
are
know
heading
that
out to defuse a bomb.
both Radioactive Monkeys and Team Mystique haven't done well so far. They have lost both games, unfortunately, and but this game is practically going to decide the third place in the league. So let's see which team can actually secure that position. So we're into action phase, and Anuraj, what's your view about the strats going in, the drones?
I mean, yeah, we have 3 defenders on 2F right now. Legion's trying to hold Admin right now, and I'm not exactly sure how he managed to get down to 50 HP.
Did he impact himself? I'm not really
Yeah,
sure.
that's what I'm thinking. Looking at
Because-
the hole in the floor.
So Coffee Addict takes the first kill of the match against Slenderman, and so right now we have Team Mystique 1 up on Radioactive Monkeys. So in previous matches we've seen Team Mystique to be very aggressive on their attacks as well as defense. Vision takes the second kill for his team, and it's 3v5 at this moment. So talking about Vision, or Coffee Addict there with a third kill. Sorry. So from
Yeah, I mean, seems like the attackers just pushed onto the map without really droning. Jackal just rushed in and was immediately brought down by Vigil.
they did drone it, but I think the drones were still like around the preparation phase time, and they didn't have enough intel on where the operators moved after that. They didn't anticipate any activity on 1F or anything, so that was poor judgment on their part, and hopefully they can learn from their mistakes and come back in the next round. But the two attackers right now can still do something. It's Capra and Thermite. very powerful ops in my opinion. Captau has a lot of utility.
Yeah, I mean, it's only like, I mean, 1 minute is not that long, but if they manage those 1v1 fights and they can maybe bring it out to a 2v2 or 2v3 maybe. But I don't see that happening right now. They're both outside, they haven't really entered the map, and the time is uphill here. Maybe, you know, use the Captau to smoke off the points and let's say that they lose the round, or run out by a bit.
And the last kill by Ghost right there. So, yep. That was a good run out by Vision, and we if you've followed us again, in the previous matches we've seen that Team Mystique has, as I said earlier, been very aggressive on their attacks and defense.
Vision especially.
Yeah,
He's been
Vision-
very aggressive.
Vision, as we'd like to see it, has been like a really strong player as Ash, and even in his defense, he takes offensive positions and goes for these runouts and spawn peaks.
Yeah.
We saw him taking this spawn peak in Clubhouse yesterday, and a very unique angle which actually gave him a good line of sight again in the same match from basement tunnels. So,
Oh yeah.
Defenders, protect
I mean,
your bombs
that
from being
didn't
defused
work
by
on the end, but it
attackers.
was like a pretty good effort.
So round 2, we have Team Mystique choosing to defend basement, the most defendable side after 2F, I'd say, or depends on. So basement operator picks. What do you think of Ghost's pick of Dog? Do you think he'll be playing support? Do you think he'll be running out for a spawn peak?
I think he'll be playing support, seeing as all the other operators are roamers, except for Jaeger maybe.
10 seconds
Uh,
But I
remaining.
don't think Vision's going to stay on site. I mean, we did see him do very well in
5 seconds left
those
before
rounds too,
insertion.
but he's not known for it, is he?
Yeah.
He's that typical
Attackers
entry
must
fragger you
locate and
want on
defuse the
the
bomb.
attacking side, and that one to like lead your kills by. So we'd like to hear your opinion about all the matches these teams have played till now, if you've been following us, and tell us, what do you predict for this match? Do you expect similar gameplay? Do you think they'll be more relaxed, or I don't know. What is your opinion? I don't know what that was.
Drone activated.
So, as I said, Vision didn't want to stay on site. Yeah, Jaeger did go to the main
I
entrance.
mean, yeah, he was droned out. I mean, the attackers knew he was there. He still wanted to take that fight, and he got funny.
I mean, some people think that they can pick those long angles with even the holographic side. Some people can, but other times when you're drawn out, I don't think it's a wise decision. And as I say that, Coffee Addict gets a double kill and brings Radioactive Monkeys down to 3 men. It's 4v3 and still manageable for both sides. And I think that's a triple kill for Coffee Addict right there. Yes. And but he's quickly neutralized, and Pazu gets Coffee Addict.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he was expecting 4 people to push him, you know, on 2F. I think he let his guard down, and he was immediately pushed by Ash, and then took. So Thomas gonna go ahead and open up this hatch, maybe get a bit of pressure on the side.
I mean, he could cause a distraction by opening that hatch up and then going somewhere else, or just applying pressure from above. I think that's what he'll be doing. But Ash is still on 2F, or
I don't think the attackers realize there's no one left there's no one roaming
yeah.
on the map yet, and everyone's on site.
So we can see Doc holding yellow, and a drone goes out and spurs Bandit. So Drippy on Spiral has his position compromised. He acts like he's going back, but he doesn't. Gets a few shots on Ash, but Ash will flash and push. Crosshair placed a little too high,
Bomb
and
located by
Ash does not
attackers.
get the kill, but Drippy does manage to neutralize Ash in that moment. And
15 seconds left.
we can see Ghost here overclocking himself as Dog.
10 seconds left.
just to get some 3 points, I guess. And that's Echo. When you don't
5
ban
seconds
Echo,
remaining.
you know that's going to be a problem. And we see Drippy pushing on with Bandit and gets that final kill of the round as Echo keeps annoying Thermite right there.
I mean, Echo wasn't banned in the ban phase, so I thought that the attackers would have picked IQ, but they didn't, and that actually ended up,
Costing them a lot.
costing them a lot. Actually, yeah.
So, what do you think? Do you think RM should reevaluate their like general push or start drawing out more?
I mean, they should do more droning, I would say. They lost a lot of attackers in the starting of the round. I mean, the roamers are doing a lot of work right now, and they should really look out for those pushes by the roamers and push as a team, push together, and maybe they can get a few more runs.
So we did see Radioactive Monkeys play very well against the teams they played against, especially in the
Attackers need to
first match.
locate and defuse as
Second match,
many bombs as
however,
they
Boston
can.
Esports did win against them by a large margin.
Attackers have
But,
discovered the
the
location of the
first
bomb.
match, however, they played pretty well. They evened the score up to like the last minute, but then they couldn't score anything again. They're still not a bad team. They're a pretty good team. They need the right coordination and mindset to push on the side, I guess, as attackers.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you think of a Bandit pick on this side? I mean,
Bandit's really
10
not
seconds
that
left.
useful on the side. I
True.
would say Castle is much more useful as there are a lot of
5
barricades
seconds to
in
insertion.
and around the site.
slows down attackers.
Yeah, but obviously barricade
Attackers are
that main
moving
lobby
to
hatch
defuse the
or
bomb.
get those dual barricades in balcony. Slow down the push on 2F, and maybe you could even like open up the hatch on the second floor and hold the side for 2F, like many teams do.
Yeah. So smoke a common pick to deny entry, and Maestro also is there. Otherwise, I think this is gonna go
Reinforcing the wall!
towards the main entrance.
Securing the door!
So I'm sorry, Vision is actually on 2F near admin office, and he sees that someone has entered. He has the donor, doesn't know the enemy's location entirely, but does manage to get that crucial headshot.
Targets detected. Second changing mag.
And Drippy supports him right there, and 2 frags early in the round for Team Mystique. They are in a good position at this point, and the attackers probably need a regroup rather than just going into into the building like that, because when you rattle, I'm pretty sure the defenders can clear everything. So I don't know what Capta was thinking right there. Maybe he should have.
Yeah, I mean they should drone out 2F properly, as a team, and eliminate all
Attackers
the
drop
teams
the
in Norton,
diffuser.
and they should have pushed together, but that did not happen. And looks like 2 of the roamers are doing all the work, and they brought it down to 85.
It's a double kill for Vision while Drippy's down.
Also down Bandit there, but he's gonna get killed.
Changing mags!
The German combination right there between Jaeger and Bandit going down. 50 kill in this round.
Attackers have located a bomb.
But Team Mystique will win because they still had all 5 defenders left while Ghost saw the hatch being opened. So not much the attacker could do in that position. So it's 3 rounds straight to Team Mystique. So what do you think? Predictions for this match? Do you think defending side they'll do better? Do you think they'll make a comeback at a
They
point?
might be better on the defending side, but I don't think that's gonna make a difference if it's 6-0.
True.
I mean the attackers would only need to win one round. So yeah, they need to really put more effort and get at least 2 or 3 rounds before the half ends.
Honestly, a 4-2 wouldn't look too bad. It's still a recoverable position for them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
You can
located by
So again,
attackers.
the same operator switch from MYSTIQUE, and I'd say the same thing for Radioactive Monkeys.
Position device.
There's
Activated
no
device.
difference in operator picks at all, and maybe they've discussed a different strategy. They plan on going ahead
10 seconds
differently.
left.
Hopefully, they have, because no one likes to see a
5
one-sided
seconds
match
remaining.
as a spectator, and the losing team doesn't want to be on the receiving end.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
So, Coffee Addict roaming on basement. We can see Vision going for a spawn pick once again, and with that SMG 11,
I mean,
like.
it's pretty hard to control that recoil, and he's still going for it.
But if you get that one tap, oh no.
Saw someone, and I mean, yeah, that's what you get for spawn picking with the holographic and SMG left.
Drone is ready to go.
So pretty early in the round, at least this time the attackers get one man down. It could be in their favor. Vision was a real problem for them. He has been effective in previous matches. He's gotten the ace in 1, 3 Ks in multiple rounds, and a really good opening fragger and a player for Team Mystique. And it's not like the other players haven't played at all. The other players have been supporting very well. They've been getting their own frags and doing their part too to ensure they go as far as they can.
Bomb
Yeah, I
located
think the
by
defenders
attackers.
are getting a little ahead of themselves, you know, peeking all these aggressive angles. I mean, the attackers should be able to counter them
Tossing
properly,
smoke grenade.
I would say.
So we see Wazu playing Ash. He's played Ash before. We've seen him, and then he has played well with Ash. So,
Swapping
but Sweat goes, sorry, takes out Slenderman right there. So Pazu still in that near spiral staircase, and Capra applying some pressure into connector.
Yeah, I think he's bound right now.
Pazu's denying that entry from connector by putting some smokes and fire. Coffee
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
and
Defenders have eyes
goes
on
with a double kill.
Attackers need to protect it.
So the
mean, I
diffuser
don't-
is planted, and
I mean, I don't know what happened really. They got pushed and they really couldn't win those fights.
they're just strolling here. I second. So
Bomb diffuser
Ghost
disabled by
wins
defenders.
them this round.
Defender
Even with
mission
Vision out of
successful.
play, who was their main anti-fragger, Ghost and Coffee Addict did well, and so did the rest of the team. They even though they were like 4v2 at a point, no, 3v2. I'm sorry, 4v3.
4v3.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, they did hold their ground, got those frags even after the diffuser was planted, and
Yeah, I mean, after you got a planter, you don't really need to contest all the defenders. You need to like go out of the map and just hold specific angles and not let them diffuse. Instead, the attackers really went on for these fights and lost them, I think.
so we
And yeah, that's how they lost.
Yep. So we see Team Mystique winning 0-4, and a 6-pick from
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many
sorry.
bombs as they can.
we see a 6-pick to Echo. Echo was crucial in one of the earlier rounds when I think they were playing 1F. Or,
Wall secure.
Basically, I think.
yeah, it was basement. Yeah. So Echo was a crucial operator in that round because he did
Bomb
distract
located by
the
attackers.
last man who was trying to plant that diffuser, and it gave Bandit enough time to push him. So
10 seconds
maybe
left.
if Team Mystique's Echo is taken out early
5
by
seconds left
Radioactive
before
Monkeys,
insertion.
and they get a couple
Attackers
of
are
early
heading out to
frags,
defuse a bomb.
don't lose players,
Attackers drop the diffuser.
they can actually do better this round. So we see this
Pretty interesting angle taken by Hero.
Attackers recovered the
Yeah.
bomb diffuser.
I mean, I don't think he'll get a kill here because no one's really going in his direction right now.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna go
Defender has
for
left
that
the
round, and
designated
He does spot one, but it's not good
Defender is
recoil
exposed.
control right there. He does miss a lot of his shot.
Defender is
he
approaching
gets
the
taken out
Perimeter in place.
goes on for the second fight, and he actually gets it.
So,
So it's
and,
there to heal him up, and I think he's gonna go for another run out if he's ready.
I mean, he has one person on 1 HP. So,
Holding thunder.
I think at this point, Zofia can even like, get down by those electric charges on that
Yeah.
wall. So, Zofia doesn't. Yeah, she finally gets those
Time to ring some ears.
bandit charges out, and Thermite is able to open up the garage wall. Once that wall's open, it's a pretty good spot for the attackers, but again, you have to contest and control the site properly from all angles and make sure no one comes in for the flank. One small mistake and you're done for.
Changing him out.
That was a pretty good kill by Nightwing right there. I think he knew he was there. It was sort of pre-fire actually. Yeah, so good droning work by him there. I mean, as I said earlier, Echo wasn't banned, and I think if they were gonna go for a plan, they should have really brought IQ. Now Echo is gonna be a huge problem for them, as they're not gonna be able to see where the Echo drones are.
But
Attackers
smoke
have dropped the bomb
planting
diffuser.
doesn't work out for them
Attackers have
as one
recovered their
player gets
diffuser.
down, but he does get the res. And Sub-Zero will stick the plant. Zofia
Attackers bomb
withstands,
diffuser has
but
been dropped.
cannot handle that
So I
pressure.
don't know what really happened right there.
A
but it's
lot
down
of-
to a 2v1.
Yeah, a lot of exchange of fire, and it's in a matter of seconds the round has turned into Radioactive Monkey's favor. They have won this round and they bring the score to 4-1.
I mean, Nightwing did a lot of work there for his team.
As the captain, he is leading from the front. The others really need to pick up the pace and get catch up with what's happening. So, the last defending round for Team Mystique here, and they pick basement again. And again, you see an Echo pick. But do you think anyone will be 6 picking from the defenders?
I don't. Yeah, actually, there you go. Pick from Mira to mute, I think.
So, if Radioactive Monkeys actually win this round, and they could be in a better position
Defenders,
than we
protect your
expected
bombs
them to
from
be
being defused by attackers.
as the rounds went by.
Attackers have
Nice
located a
to
bomb.
win with his goal to check where the bomb site is. Make sure he knows where it is and quickly takes his goal
I
off.
think the attackers were really lucky in the last round. I mean, it should have been a Defenders round. They had Echo. They had all these angles held. I mean, I don't know, they just really threw all those fights.
I think the moment when Echo decided to peek instead of
Hold and look at his drones. Yeah. I mean,
that's when the round just turned
10
around.
seconds left.
From it was a 4v4 or something at a point, and it quickly changed to a
5
2v2
seconds to
and a
insertion.
2v1.
Yeah.
This was all under like 1 second, 1 or 2
Attackers'
seconds.
objective is to defuse a bomb.
Another interesting spawn peek by Vision here. We've seen him take some spawn peeks with Vigil. Successful at times and unsuccessful at like in the rest. But no one has spawned police line. Coffee Addict is however down in the main entrance. Vision I think is coming up for backup. No, Vision is going to be looking at Piano and Drippy gets Slenderman. However, Coffee Addict is bleeding out at this point and Drippy comes to assist. And Pazu takes a double kill right there, confirming the kill on Coffee Addict and Drippy. Vision, however, is going to move to F, while Thermite tries to open up the garage. The trick cannot happen and the wall is open with bandits dead.
I mean, it all really comes down to how Echo plays this round.
True, he should actually concentrate more on his drones, ask his teammates to look for those angles, maybe ask Vision to come back on site at this point, because in this case, I don't think it's a wise choice for
Bomb located by
Vision to
attackers.
just keep roaming on 2F,
Hostiles found.
expecting someone to push this thing, Piano.
Yeah.
Targets detected.
So
I mean,
some,
Echo really should have taken that fight. He had these drones. He should have waited for the plant to go down.
True.
Instead, he died and he left his team in a 2v4.
So good smoke by Capta there. They're trying to force it down. Or grenade goes down.
Captain's bomb
And
diffuser
Vision
has
does
been
manage to
dropped.
get that kill out of
Cover the
a
bomb
spray through the
diffuser.
smoke. And a double kill for Vision right there. But the diffuser has been doing shots
Attackers
right
are
now.
activating the bomb diffuser. Attackers need
And
to
it's
protect the
Vision
diffuser.
versus
Position
Zofia
compromised.
and Sub-Zero who's playing Capita.
Another angle and
Capta's left on site right now, and Vision doesn't know how to tackle this situation. He gets a ping from one of his teammates from a camera. Capta gets a peek, Vision gets Capita really quick. Vision is going for diffused, and Zofia's not doing a lot about it. He detects it's a fake diffuse, but this time it's going to be for real. And with 7 seconds left,
I don't
he
think
does
he can get the defuse.
I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. But nope.
I mean, it was
Attackers
really
win.
close, and yeah, it was a good try. by
It was
Vision there.
literally milliseconds away from Team Mystique round this time. So Radioactive Monkeys actually managed to get 2 rounds back into their favor, and score is currently 4-2 to Team Mystique. However, with the sides being changed, we can expect some different plays and maybe a comeback. Who knows? What do you guys think? Do you guys see Radioactive Monkeys making a comeback in this game? Or do you think the attackers will push aggressively as they did in other games and catch them off guard, win those 3 rounds early on? No 6 picks. Oh no, there is a 6 pick and it's a Legion. A tap up is necessary for
Attackers need to
both slowing
locate
down
and
and
defuse
intel,
bombs.
and I guess that's good. But the Legion Mine placements also do matter. So for round 7, round 1 of Team Mystique's attack and Radioactive Monkeys defense, we have Radioactive Monkeys defending on 2S.
Yeah, I mean they're playing Echo, and I mean the attackers should have brought in IQ. I think they really could have, stuck to one heartbeat.
10 seconds remaining.
They could have
5
removed one of
seconds
the
left
heartbeats and
before
brought it.
I mean, if
They
we
didn't, and
Attackers
I
must
think
locate
if
and
they don't
defuse the
do well
bomb.
Echo, they might have to go for the flags instead of the plant, and that's gonna be pretty difficult, I think.
I mean, yeah, there are primarily two ways of dealing with Echo on there. Like, you either get his drones or you get him. And once either is done, that's this thing. The round is in your favor, as in the attacker's favor. So you can see Vision, who's playing Ash once again, trying to quickly move on to side itself.
Bomb located by
Both the
attackers.
barricades there, throws a drone in to just check the site. We have Sub-Zero holding near Spiral, and Vision's tagged at this point. Vision and Ghost have been tagged. So, what do you think about the utility of jacking in this round?
I think right now there are not a lot of roamers. I think there's one roamer, Jaeger. He's roaming in main lobby right now. I think Jack and
Attackers have
might be
located a
aware
bomb.
of his position. I think no, I don't think he's quite aware of his position. I think he's gonna go from basement. I think basement to Spiral or maybe yellow.
I think he hears footsteps on Spiral, so he's gonna scan that location for any footprints. Vision does end up getting that entry frag as we mentioned earlier, and a quick tight peek by Vision, and he gets the second frag for himself. You can see some spray and triple kill for Vision. We've seen him ace before. It's a triple kill. He has been denied on triple kills before. So let's see what happens with this one. You can see someone got stuck by a Goomine right there. Vision with a 4th kill, a quad kill for him in this round. Do you think he's calling for an ace? Do you think he's going to go ahead or nope? That doesn't look good. Vision gets taken out by Slenderman, but Slenderman doesn't know where that thermite's with Vision itself. And termites, no, sorry, Hibana. And Hibana ends up getting that final frag to secure them that round. So it's another round in favor of Team Mystique at this point.
Yeah, I mean, Vision was allowed to get on the other side and get 3 kills. I mean, Echo should have used his drones and called out that Ash was on site, and maybe they could have dealt with her using the Echo drones, but they really didn't do anything about it. So yeah, that ended up costing them the round.
So round 8, you think whose round do you think this one is?
Yeah, I think I don't know. I mean, Vision's playing Ash, so I don't know. Maybe he'll get a couple kills.
He is an
maybe an
aggressive.
ace.
I mean, he is an
Attackers
aggressive
need
Ash
to
player.
locate and defuse bombs.
Giving them a shot. Deploying ADS. Test in position.
So they picked 2F again for the defense.
Short
And,
run head on. It's
I
there.
think they can hold it better this time around. Maybe send out a couple roamers. I'm thinking cap can or pick, but
Located by
definitely
attackers.
something wise in this like in this match between these two teams, since Vision's a man who would like to push on the side early on, and if he gets hit by one of those cap
10
can
seconds left before insertion.
it could be useful for the side.
5 seconds to go.
Yeah, I mean, the attackers have brought an IQ at this point, and the defenders
Attackers'
haven't
objective
chosen
is to
Echo. I don't know why. You have really powerful attackers. You could be able to use it, but okay, I think the defenders realize that the attackers are gonna get IQ, so they picked different options rather than Echo. So yeah,
But I think it will be useful against
Legion and other trap ops like they've chosen.
and interesting pick by Ghost Blitz, and he's carrying the diffuser with him. So Blitz can work out both ways. Can be really useful for the attacking team, or just go the complete opposite way.
Perimeter defense up.
I really
Like,
hope Blitz
he-
uses a captain trap. Yeah, he does. And he
That's a
doesn't get it.
poorly placed captain trap, I think. I mean, it's directly in the line of sight of someone entering from yellow, and he's carrying out and telling his teammate where the traps all are, and Ghost just gets them out of the way. So Slenderman picks up the first kill of the round on Drippy. A Claymore set there by, I think, Thermite. So Slenderman with a double kill in this round with a C4 this time. But the attackers have gotten that. Oh no, that was really unfortunate for the attackers, as when I think Ash was going for the kill, Blitz came in his way and he didn't land his shots, and it actually ended up in Mozzie's favor. So Nightwing and Slenderman on one end, while Mozzie's down to barely.
Okay, Nightwing actually manages to get 2 kills using that C4. I think I was really lucky. He didn't really know who was up there at the moment.
But the footsteps might have given it away.
Yeah,
And
I guess.
good kill by Nightwing. Double kill, 9 apps. So, good distribution of kills between Nightwing and Slenderman in that round. They got the flank up, and it was a good round for Radioactive Monkeys, with all 5 men still remaining. So, right now it's 3-5, and Radioactive Monkeys seem to be holding their defensive positions well after losing the first defensive round. So this time they'll be picking basement because 2F is no longer available to them. What do you think?
Defenders, protect your bombs
they
from being
didn't pick
defused by
Echo this
attackers.
time. They've gone for a smoke selection and ban it to by that wall. So I'm guessing Slenderman again would be roaming.
Yep.
do you think any place would be supposed to go in that room or roaming the right side?
Yeah, I think Bandit would be roaming if he's not bandit tricking. Obviously, also Jaeger can support him. I think.
Bomb located by attackers.
I mean, Smoke's gonna be holding down the site, and he's gonna need one more person to help him do that. Maybe
10
what
seconds
is
left
Flag
before
or you know, what yellow square.
5 seconds to go. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
So yeah, we're into the action phase this for this round, and Slenderman is going to be holding back
Attackers dropped the
a lot.
diffuser. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
So Vision decides to drone out and check if main lobby is clear. But I think he should check piano also once in case someone's waiting for him. But thankfully there isn't. He pushes straight into the washrooms and finds no one. So one of piano to main lobby have been cleared for the attackers right now. Although a flank would
And the ping's coming from Steamer and tries to get Bandit. Does quite a bit of damage to Bandit.
and Vigil comes down from 2F and gets the frag on Ash.
A good decision there by Vigil, gets one kill and falls back to side. Jaeger tries to get one more, but
Reloading.
yeah, gets
Yes.
Activated.
So both teams are down to 4 men right now, and I think Vigil's also back on site, so they don't have any roaming presence as of now. I don't know if the attackers know that, but so Hibana managed to get that hatch open,
Attackers have
and
dropped the
that
bomb
could be
diffuser.
crucial. They have the
Attackers
garage wall
recovered
and
the
the hatch
defuse.
open, while we have IQ trying to put some pressure from piano by playing vertically.
Try one more.
With 1 minute left and both teams with four operators. Okay, I spoke too soon. Drippy gets a double kill right there, and Radioactive Monkeys are down to 3.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been
So
dropped.
it's 3v4 at this
Attackers have
point
recovered
with
their
with
diffuser.
like 50 seconds left. It still could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, there are attackers in the second half, they're playing vertically, they maybe could go for one more kill before pushing onto the side. I mean, getting
A bomb has been located.
really helpful. As I say that,
Drippy gets a third and fourth. Drippy is playing amazingly this round,
Attackers dropped the bomb diffuser.
and Team Mystique have won this round. Drippy pushed in the right way, checked all angles, and we have Thermite getting the last kill in this round. So doesn't look good for Radioactive Monkeys right now. Hasn't looked good since the start, but they did try
yeah,
their
they
best.
did get 3 rounds on the board for them. I mean, it was a good effort by them. As we're now down to match point.
So we see Drippy playing Ash instead of Vision this time, and Vision going for a blitz pick.
I mean, I don't think it really suits him the way he plays. Blitz is a really slow operator. I mean, yeah, you can go for those rushes, you know, blind the defenders and maybe go for the mini kill, but yeah, let's see how he plays Blitz.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
So once again, the defenders have chosen to go for
Attackers have
basement.
located a bomb.
I don't think they had much of a choice there. It was either this or main lobby, unless
Razor wire.
and this is a more defendable side. Yeah. Oh, pretty the same lineup from the defenders apart from Maestro. We didn't see Maestro in the previous round, did we?
Yeah, I think the defenders are choosing to, you know, hold the side down a bit more.
10 seconds
They
left
had
before
quite a
insertion.
bit of roamers early on, and they couldn't really
5 seconds
stop the
remaining.
attackers from entering the side, so I think they're going for more of an entry the guys.
Attacker's objective is to
at this
defuse
point.
a bomb.
I mean, they could have chosen Echo also. I mean, yeah, Maestro's also good. He's not that bad.
Beiboden Hängung
So yeah.
activated.
Evil ID.
Activated device.
But in the last round, we saw. Okay, so Nightwing, I don't know what he was doing exactly, but he manages to lose about 75% of his HP, and he's falling back to side at this point. So Vision just dancing there with Blitz, just checking the patch before he moves in.
Moving mags!
So I'm not sure if anyone's on UF at this point. So Jaeger sees Blitz and does deal him a fair bit of damage, but with like 2 shots from Blitz's gun, I think Jaeger could die. So sort of fight he'd want to pick, he'd need some assistance. He should ask one of his teammates. Let me see Ghost picking up a frag there. So it's 4v4 at this point. Thermite's out of the equation, so they can't really open up that wall unless...
I think he's going for a hatch drop here.
I think so.
Bomb located by attackers.
And it's unsuccessful as mistimed.
Drops and
Yeah, he directly drops, he mistimes the drop too, and the defenders were expecting that for some reason. So Hibana's still on 1F, so Sub-Zero double kill. So Radioactive Monkeys have this round in their hands unless they do something. I don't know. They just throw it in some kind of unimaginable way. But it's 3v2 right now.
Right now, yeah, it could go either way. Yeah.
So Hibana's, I think she's used up 2 of her kairos, and with 1 left, not a lot of damage you can do to that main wall outside garage. So both of them trying to drone out the defenders. Gets a ping, tries to look through the rotation made. But Ghost and Coffee have
20 seconds left, and Smoke's gonna use up his canisters to delay the push.
they know where
Seconds remaining.
try denying that it's possible. Goes with a
10
quick
seconds
kill
left.
on Smoke, but gets neutralized by
It's down to 1v1 right now. I mean,
Bazu.
Hibana
5
could go
seconds
for a
remaining.
plant.
just the denial for 1 second, and that could win them the round. Yep. Radioactive
Operators, you
Monkeys
are out of
have
time.
denied the attackers the chance to win, and they've forced them to like run out of time. One play round from Radioactive Monkeys after realizing the mistake in the basement side, and they've taken 4 rounds right now. So it's 4-6. 2 more rounds to Radioactive Monkeys, and they could go into overtime. So we see IQ6 picking here, and Nook, what do you think?
I mean, the attackers know that the defenders aren't really playing Echo that frequently, so yeah, he's gonna try to.
Attackers
the
need to
attackers are
locate
gonna
and
try to
defuse as
change
many bombs
things
as they
up a bit.
can.
It'd be funny if we saw one of the defenders 6 pick to Echo in the end. So round 11, match 2 of 3-3. We see Radioactive Monkeys deciding to defend on 2F. Winning this round could this is match point between the two, and if Radioactive Monkeys defend
Bomb
the side
located
well,
by attackers.
it could
10 seconds left.
like it'll definitely be good for them. I'm not really sure
5
about
seconds left
Capcan's
before-
placement of traps. They are pretty high up, like they're in the line of
Attackers are
sight.
heading out
So
to defuse a bomb.
Yeah.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
he's placing
Yeah.
a few higher and few lower.
Attackers
So
have recovered their
I don't know if he
defusers.
expects them to miss those, but let's see how this round goes. We see Vision going to play Ash again, pushing from the main entrance, from the Visa entrance side, actually.
Packed out.
So just a quick drone out and make sure no one's near Visa or the Visa stairs, and pushes on towards Spiral.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
So he gets a pick from his teammate, and we see Slenderman running with Mozzie there.
A little bit of exchange of bullets there.
But most of the damage dealt only to Slenderman, not really in favor of the attacker. I mean defender. And yep, he does deal
Attackers bombed diffuser
a
at the
large
drop.
amount of damage to
Attackers recovered the
Ash
bomb
there,
diffuser.
and but Ash manages to neutralize the roaming presence from Mozzie. Mozzie was a vital player in the previous 2F choice, and so we see Ash taken out by Fazul, and Coffee gets
pushing, trades it up, and
Yes.
brings it down to 3v4, and
we have Mumbai getting it down to 3v3. Mumbai's also out. So it's Ghost and Drippy left against 3 other defenders. Ghost manages to get a good kill on Mamai there.
I mean, Ghost has the diffuser right now. He could go on to side and plant, but Cabana's not really in an advantageous position right now.
She could probably open up that wall and push into side, and probably cause a good distraction for her teammate to push in. Legion just throwing some more of his goo mines here and there just to make sure he gets an audio cue when the attackers move in. As you said, we see we see Drippy, who's playing Cabana, move into side now. I don't know. He checks bathrooms, but I don't think anyone's in bathrooms. And we see Jackal also going to do the same rappel and enter side. 20 seconds left, and Drippy is taken out by Sub-Zero.
15 seconds to go.
It's 1v2 at this point. Pazu and Sub-Zero have good
10
angles to
seconds
hold. Jackal's going to try sticking the diffuser. I think they're going to wait out the plant and then push him,
Attackers activated.
because he has to move out at some point.
Defenders
And
have located the diffuser.
there it is. Radioactive Monkeys. Pazu with a double kill, and Radioactive Monkeys win this round too. I mean,
Defenders have
yeah,
disabled the bomb
there you go.
diffuser.
Defenders win
Bomb
round
defusing
11.
attempt failed.
So
Defenders
it's
win.
5-6, and the next round's going to be really pressurizing one for both teams.
I mean, yeah, the attackers were going for a good start there. They are both repelling to the bomb site. I mean, Hibana couldn't really hold 2 angles at once. He should have only gone for 1v1 angle actually. She was gonna get pushed from 2 sides simultaneously, and she couldn't figure out where they were coming from, so Legion got her, and it was down to 2v1 with 10 seconds left. I mean, not really much you can do. There's a 7-second diffuse basement timer, so yeah, Jackal couldn't really do, and it's match point now. 5-6 score.
So-
where Team Mystique are leading.
So into the last round of normal time, I'd say we see Team Mystique choose. I'm sorry, Radioactive Monkeys choosing to go for the 1F basement side.
Attackers need to locate.
This is an
and defuse
interesting
as many
pick,
bombs as they
not a
can.
very common pick in a lot of matches, but I think we saw them play the side in their first match, and they were confident and they held the side well. So
Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
again, if Radioactive Monkeys do manage to win this round, it will go into overtime, and that brings them one step closer to like securing that third position. So Mozzie going to chase that Twitch drone.
Doesn't manage to get it, but that was a good try actually.
Yeah. He tries to grab
10
it head on.
seconds left. 5 seconds left before insertion.
Setting up.
Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
So necessary rotations made, reinforcements done, and
Vulcans primed and ready.
traps put into position. We see a Pulse play this time, and hopefully we get to see that nice Nitrocell. It's always nice to see a Pulse any Nitrocell.
Yeah, actually.
The double kill in one of the previous rounds was really good. I think it was by Nightwing.
Yeah, nice one.
So Vision decides to push ahead with Drippy. He's going to use his Ash Breaching Charge to finish up that castle barricade. While Sub-Zero still stays back and
Breach charge prepped.
he's scanning the opponents, but he's not going to push anyone right now because he knows there's more than one.
Yeah, an interesting angle there by Nightwing. He's holding a basement from 2F.
Sensor activated.
I mean, he could get one player from now if they walk in into his side. I don't think anyone's aware that.
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been
Nightwing does
dropped.
get one, and he doesn't know where to
Attackers
look.
recovered the diffuser.
So
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Slenderman gets another kill. So both Ghost and Vision are out, and Coffee Addict is also down. This round looks really in favor of Radioactive Monkeys. Coffee Addict is, however, pushing back towards Hibana, trying to, and Hibana is going to get the res up, unless someone pushes her in time. No, they don't seem to, and we have Drippy and Coffee both on about 25 HP.
Frag out.
I mean, yeah, this is gonna be a defender round. We're gonna go to overtime.
It looks like that, but you never know when the tables could turn. We still have Capra with full health, but again, as you say, the defenders have all 5 players. Pulse still has his Nitro Cell, and a lot can be done.
Target's inside.
As I say that, Drippy gets 1 kill on Pazu, and is quickly taken out by, if I'm not wrong, that was Goyo.
Yeah.
Slenderman gets a double kill in this round, and it's down to Team Mystic's last defender. I mean, attacker. My bad.
Attackers have
He
recovered
does
their
have
diffuser.
full health. He has the diffuser, and it's Capitao. So maybe he could force something, but nope. There's no time, and he doesn't manage to do so. This round goes to Radioactive Monkeys once again, and with a good comeback, they managed to get the scores level, and we will head into overtime. So, would you like to explain the overtime rules? Like, basically going to be this same as a normal rank to casual overtime. Or,
Yeah, 3 rounds and yeah,
first 2 wins basically.
yeah. So Team Mystique are gonna be defending on the first overtime round, and as we saw in the first half, they were really good at defending.
Attackers
And
need to
I
locate and
think
defuse
it's
as
gonna
many
be
bombs as they
Team
can.
Mystique round.
Take some trauma
They're
plates.
gonna go for 2F.
So for those of you who are wondering about who defends or attacks first in overtime, that was decided earlier when the map ban process took place, and I think
Razor wire. Reload.
Team Mystique wants to defend in overtime. So see them doing so, and they click 2F. It's a side they've defended before, obviously, and they've held it for rounds. They've lost it in a couple.
10 seconds
Actually,
left.
no, they haven't lost a single round on 2F. They've won all
5
rounds they played
seconds
on
to go.
2F, and the only rounds they've lost are on base. So
Attackers'
this could
objective is
go
to locate a bomb and
in
defuse it.
Mystique's favor,
Device placed.
and for the others, after one round, the sides will swap.
Yeah. So as we see Vision, he's been playing aggressively from the start of the match.
From the start of the tournament, I'd say.
Yeah.
A bomb has been located.
Reloading.
He often goes for these spawn peeks and like aggressive puts. I mean, it's not necessary at all times, but he does manage to get 1 or 2 people.
Yeah, I mean, he does have 15 kills, so yeah, he's doing a lot of work right now.
So Bazu pushes onto side with north side. He rappels in as at. He knows one of the enemy's positions. He's gonna play this patiently. So, these overtime rounds, even each and every round matters.
It's, I don't know.
So yeah, guys, there seems to be a problem with my siege, and uh, we'll just be restarting the game. I'm sorry if you can't see anything at this moment. We're trying our best to get it back as soon as possible. So yep, it seems to be like my siege has crashed. I'm sorry if you're looking at a black screen at this moment, but it'll be back soon. The match will be going on without any interference. It should be fine. Once again, I apologize for this small hindrance from our side. So yeah, we have reconnected the match, and the match has gone on without any problem. However, we did lose footage from one round due to an unfortunate crash from Rainbow Six Siege, and we're into the 14th round where Radioactive Monkeys will be defending.
Attacker's objective is to
So, yeah.
defuse the bomb.
In the previous round, Radioactive Monkeys did manage to get that
Changing
win,
mags!
and the score is currently 7-6. Radioactive Monkeys have won 4 rounds in a row so far, and this could be match point for them. This is match point for them, and this could be the game for them if they win this. Currently, it's 4v4 with all 4 players from both sides with full HP.
C4 ready.
Loading bag!
So once again, we see
Flashbang!
Radioactive Monkeys choosing to defend on the left.
I see visions on site, and yeah, I think defenders also aware that he's on site, but they're not pushing him yet.
It's a double kill for Slenderman right there.
I mean, I think Slenderman knows that the diffuser is dropped and he's gonna hold this position. They're not really paying much attention to Vision also, and Jackal joins him onto the site. I mean, everyone's pro on the site. Vision's taken a lot of damage right there and tries to go for the frag.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
So we can see Nightwing not gonna risk it by reloading his gun and paying the price at that point.
Changing mags!
He's gonna just wait with his pistol. But he relocates and reloads his gun. So 2 players from Radioactive Monkeys with about 75 HP left. Coffee and Nick gonna stick the plant here while
Attackers are activating the
Ghost
bomb
holds
diffuser.
that angle and tries to
Reloading.
make sure no one enters or goes to the defuse. Vision is neutralized by Nightwing, who both of them were in a firefight earlier, and defending and get to that ham instead. So a distracting barricade being opened by the defender there. Diego opens it up.
Defenders have eyes on the diffuser. Attackers need to
Triple kill
protect it.
for Coffee Addict, and they're going for the defuse. And attackers win round 14. Team needs to take this round, and the score is 7-7. And this will now be the final deciding round. These two teams have been going head to head at like their various rounds, and they managed to level the score so far.
Yeah, I mean, Team Mystique was leading in the first half, and then it immediately turned around, and RM started winning these rounds, and we're down to a 7-7 all score, and it's overtime match point.
So the winner of this round will officially be crowned the third place. And yeah, let's see who out of these two very equal teams, I'd say. Let's see who does better.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
As for the site, they've chosen basement. And, since attackers have won, like both sides have won as attackers on 2F, I don't think they want to risk it. So Team Mystique has chosen to defend in basement.
10 seconds to insertion.
Running.
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Yeah, so Team Mystique were really good at defending, although they lost the first overtime round when they were defending 2F. I mean, let's see how they handle it. Vision is still going for those aggressive peaks, and I'm sure that by now the attackers know that someone's gonna be aggressively peeking them, so they're gonna go ahead and get into the map carefully.
That wasn't very careful on Slenderman's part. He pushed in the lobby and he only saw that vertical impact very late. If someone was holding that angle,
Yeah,
he
he
would
would
have
have
been. Yeah. So we can see them droning out the map carefully while some of the attackers push.
Claymore mine is up.
Vision does manage to see an attacker's head and gets taken down. He is down. And Slenderman, I think, will go to secure the kill at this point. I don't know if he knows that Vision is down. Yeah, he is going to neutralize and get the kill. So
Attackers have located a bomb.
we can see that Team Mystique has chosen to pick Echo this round, and maybe this one operator can work in the favor and win them the entire match.
Nitro set.
Yeah, maybe, but I think Echo is not really excellent zones right now. He's getting
He's lost a lot of health by that fire itself, and this doesn't look good. Definitely Team Mystique is down to 2 people while Radioactive Monkeys actively push towards side.
Moving dark.
So those holding a tight peak hold while the attackers are going to go and try and plant.
Bomb
Bazu
located
stuck
by
by
attackers.
movements but doesn't let him affect it, and we can see a lot of things coming on site, and Drippy's the only one left. He doesn't
Attackers
know what
activating
to do,
diffuser.
but
Attackers
he
need to
tries
defend
best.
diffuser. Position compromised.
He peeks
And-
the wrong way, and
Yeah, it was a flawless 15th round by RM there. I mean, the defenders couldn't really hold on to the side. And yeah, there you go.
that was the final match of the league stages of our second tournament by Catana Gaming. the finals will. So the top two teams right now are Constant Esports and Tilt Esports. Finishing in third place, we have Radioactive Monkeys, and in fourth place, we have Team Mystique. So, for more updates related to the tournament, please join our Discord. If you've enjoyed the commentary and the gameplay you've seen on the tournament, please leave a like and subscribe on this video. Check out our other videos and do tune in for other matches. The finals will be held tomorrow, and timings will be up on our Discord channel. And if you've subscribed, you'll definitely get that notification early on. That's it for tonight. Good night. Bye bye.